was ready to lock in on NaNoWriMo 2025. That was really cringy, I'm sorry. It worked better in my head. Hey guys, welcome back to Fiona's Universe, or welcome if you're new here. If you are new here, then this is the second episode to my 2025 NaNoWriMo vlogs, and I am vlogging every single day this month, so that's pretty fun. And my goal is to inspire you to write this November or just give you some entertainment this November. And I will be writing my dystopian trilogy book 2. It's called Above, and it's a part of Below, Above, and Beyond. So yeah, you guys, if you are not new here, might have seen me working a lot on Below in the previous months, but we are now fully locked in on Above. So I really hope you enjoy seeing some snippets from the book and some of the romance and the scenes that I've added in this little section of the days of the month. So yeah, that isn't a formal intro for today, but let's just jump right into the vlog. Hey guys, I realize this isn't the most ideal place to start the vlog. I know it's kind of random. I'm not gonna do the intro right now, but this is the beginning of a new NaNoWriMo vlog. I don't really know how many days it's gonna cover because last one I did like 3 days and it was super long. So I am gonna try and keep this one a little bit more of like short updates so we can cover a few more days with it, if that makes sense. But I am about to do my writing for day 4. I really don't want to. Again, I'm gonna try and keep these videos light and motivating, but at the same time, writing is very challenging mentally, so I am gonna keep it real also. So I am writing chapter 20 today. I'm excited about it, truly. I really am. But I'm nervous, and every day is kind of feeling like an uphill battle, climb, whatever. And I'm ready for it to stop feeling like that, honestly. And I don't know if that's gonna come, because normally I'm like, this isn't that hard. Right now it's definitely that hard, but I do have to work today in like 2.5 hours. I have to leave for work, so we're probably gonna eat up most of my free time right now with this, because I've been doing school all morning and getting ready. So wish me luck. I really hope we can get it done before work, or else this whole thing might fall to pieces in front of our eyes, because once I get home, there's no way I'm gonna be able to do it. So yeah, so fun. I'm just gonna update you guys once we're done. I'm not gonna do like a million updates today. I'm just gonna try and get through it. Okay guys, by some miracle I just finished my words, and like I was far off. Like I think I had 650 words maybe, and I inputted them just now again, and we were well past what we needed, so that's great. We've reached 41,602 total words for the draft, and I worked around chapter 20 a lot, like beginning, middle, end type stuff. Like I'm just gonna end up weaving it all together like tomorrow, but this is my usual process lately, if you can't tell, where I like kind of jump around in the chapter a lot. And even the next chapter I started a little bit, I pasted it in, and I just kind of wanted to gauge what I wanted in this chapter versus the next one, because there's like some conversations. I can't tell you between whom because it will spoil something pretty vital, but the end of this chapter ends very dramatically and it changes a lot for June. And the next chapter, I forgot about the plot point I added to it, and I'm really excited to write it tomorrow, so hopefully we make it to that point. And now I have to go get ready to leave for work, so I'm really glad I did this. I was talking to my sister and I was like, I don't know if I can do this today, like seriously, but it's done. Somehow, some way. It's done. Hey guys, it is Wednesday the 5th and we are on day 5. I have written 312 words so far today, just sitting on the couch here while I am preparing to leave for class in like 10 minutes. But I have managed to get, I guess, like maybe a quarter of the words done for today so far. And that's really good because it's a busy day. And I just kind of wanted to like chip into the goal a little bit before going to school and then having to come home. I am gonna be busy when I come home too. My sister's annoyed, so I'm gonna be quiet. Okay, I know you can kind of see my reflection. Sorry about that, but this is our total before leaving for school. So, oh, it went blurry. 484 words, and this is Vidya. Hi, Vidya. And this is Jude. Say hi, Jude. Judy, say hi. Oh. 5,804 words total and almost 15%, so that's pretty good. After class I have therapy and that's gonna take like an hour and it's like immediately after class, so I'm really glad I managed to do not even half of my words for the day really, but at least some of my words for the day so that I can kind of lock in again after doing a lot of other things. So yeah, I'm a little scared. Today's definitely loaded in terms of doing this, but I'm gonna try and push through. Hey guys, I'm sorry if you hear the shower in the background. I'm right next to the bathroom and my sister is currently showering, so not much I can do about that. I'll make this really brief, but you might notice I've taken my makeup off. It's only 4:30-ish and I got home at around 2:45 from school, and I did do a little writing in class, like just right before class started, and that was nice because it makes my load a lot easier now. But I did have therapy when I got home. It was virtual, and unfortunately it was my last session with this therapist after well over 3 years, and it was very emotional for me. I'm a very emotional person, and so I had a hard time saying goodbye, but not gonna cry about it again. I think it's for the best, and it's progress. So yeah, now I'm back to writing, and I was initially having a really hard time getting back into this because I'm just feeling all over the place right now, but I think I'm doing an okay job. I think I've written about 900 words now today. We're at 42,539. I have a really hard time pronouncing numbers or like articulating them, I guess. I just wrote a line that I highlighted in green, which if you're a beta or alpha reader, you know means I love the line. It says, actually, I'm gonna redo the whole paragraph because I haven't done this much in NaNoWriMo so far. Frustrated by his defiant avoidance of looking at me, I grasped his arm. Lord winced as the bandaging was disturbed, along with his scathed flesh. Maybe I shouldn't tell you guys that. Doesn't matter. I'm sorry, I said, exasperated, but you won't even look at me today. How am I supposed to believe you want what's best for me when you care so little about my friends? They're my purpose, Lord. You have to consider their livelihood when you consider mine. No, I do not, Lord responded, unfaltering in pace or attitude. In my world, you and I are the only two people in existence. The outcomes of our goals will impact Nether as a whole, but it is only us I consider when I imagine a happy ending. I had to revise that a little bit because I wrote consider twice by accident because I was trying to have him mimic her. Jeez, I cannot articulate anything right now. Jeez. Can't even find a better swear word than jeez, and that's not even a swear word. Anyway, the line that's highlighted in green is, in my world, you and I are the only two people in existence, because that's very much representative of him as a character. I wish this stupid rectangular shadow would leave me alone. I've had enough today. I'm gonna finish my words and I'll get back to you when that happens. Please, let it be soon. Okay guys, I think I ended up writing a lot more than I needed to today. Yeah, we hit 1.5k, so that's exciting. And I'm a bit ahead, so that's also good. We have 17.79% of the goal done, and this is what we're looking like on day 5. We still have to write 31,000 words. Practically 32,000 words, but that's better than 38,000, right? Plus, with every passing day, we are chipping closer to, I keep saying that today, we're inching closer to the end of the book and the end of the story in general. Not just like the end, closing the book, but like just like the third act essentially, which is really exciting. I think we've entered the third act now. I don't really use those kind of strategies, but I would say in terms of word count, we're brinking on the edge. But yeah, I'm excited for how this book ends. We're about to have a very dramatic situation overcome the group, and first it just happens to June, and then something even worse happens, and the story of this whole book, this whole trilogy, honestly. But anyway, I'm gonna stop yapping about it now. Day 5's done. We did it. On to day 6. Hey guys, welcome to day 6. Sorry for how I look. I know I don't have to apologize for that, but like, yikes. I just dyed my hair though, so that's fun and exciting. And I just showered, so it's freshly dyed. But you guys might have seen we got the Christmas Starbucks today. I got the iced peppermint mocha. This is my favorite, but I usually get the white mocha, like white peppermint mocha, but they were sold out, which I did not appreciate. But I also got those little bagel bite things. Those were so good. Highly recommend if you live in a place where those exist. I don't know if they're just Canada. They're definitely not Christmas menu either. I just have never tried them. I have not done my writing today. I spent the whole morning doing this annotated bibliography for my sociology course that I hate, and that was not fun, and I did not finish it, and it's due tomorrow. But I got the most of it done that I possibly could today without going crazy. And now I am going to do my writing. However, I really want to upload the first vlog in this little series because I haven't done that yet, and I really want to because I want you guys to have something to watch of mine during this NaNoWriMo season. And obviously this vlog's like kind of not really close to wrapping up, but it's getting there, so I need to like free up some space basically. And I don't know, I don't really have any thumbnail pictures though, so that's a problem. And I'm not wearing makeup, so like I'm not gonna take any thumbnail pictures. But I don't know, these are some mental blocks I'm facing currently, you guys, and it's not very relevant to NaNoWriMo. But I think it's like 2:33 o'clock. I'm gonna do my words, and I'll probably do sort of what I've been doing a lot more in this vlog, where I just kind of update you a little bit less for like the duration of the vlog's sake, you know what I mean? So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna try and upload the day 1 to 3 vlog. Go watch it. It will be out before this one. And yeah, I still have to edit the whole thing, so it's gonna be a journey. I think I might do it after NaNoWriMo time, but also I don't know if I'm gonna have enough like mental energy for all of this today, so wish me luck. Alright, so we have 591 words so far, and I'm actually not going to show you the draft. I was going to. There probably wouldn't be spoilers on this page specifically, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. Anyway, I need to be even more careful now about that because some of you have read book 1, so a lot of you have read book 1 from beta reading and alpha reading, so gotta keep things a little bit more on the DL. But anyway, I'm writing a scene between Navy and Lord, which I like never anticipated writing for this little area of the book, but it foreshadows a lot. And now I want to cry. I think I might put my headphones on and try and listen to some music for the rest of the writing today. I don't know how that's gonna go. Oh, BTW, that's hair dye. Yeah, I can't get it off, but I still have to write a lot. Today we're gonna end with 20% total, so that's a fun little milestone. And I still have to write about half my words for the day, so wish me luck. Okay, we're done for the day, 21% done, and yeah, that was a lot of fun. Okay guys, today's writing is done. It's day 7. Woohoo! I didn't film myself today because I'm tired and looking like crap, but I finished the words. I am so worried, like increasingly worried about the pacing at the end of this book because I don't have a lot of chapter outlines left. I mean, I do. I have like almost 30, which is how many that below has. But these chapters are not as long as the ones in below. And I don't exactly have a point selected for where this book is gonna end. I have like 2 of them. It was supposed to end like pretty soon, but that's not a completed book. But I've since revised that, and I knew that coming into NaNoWriMo. And so there's a lot more to do, but I don't know if it's a 20 days worth, more than 20 days worth. So I'm a little concerned about that. Probably gonna have to have some plotting days in here, but it's okay. This is really hard. The part where they're still in the woods, it's really hard to write, and I just want out. But we're getting there. We're actually really close. Literally nothing happened in what I wrote today. Like, they finished a scene where they were kind of like attacked. Whoa, I almost dropped the phone. And then they started moving again. That's it. Hey guys, welcome to day 8. Sorry if you can hear Jude playing with her spring in the background, but I wanted to give you guys a little update today. So it's Saturday and I do have to work today from 2 to 10:30. So it's an 8.5 hour day, and these days are always brutal for me, but I still do it because I need the money. And I don't know, I only work twice a week, so like it's okay to work long hours, but I am ready for a break from everything, to be honest, and I would love to just be home today. I do think work will be good for me, but I am annoyed because I still have to do my writing, and I'm like, spent the whole morning getting ready. I showered, I got ready, and I'm just now sitting down, and like my dad just called me. I want to call him back, but I'm like, I should do my writing and I should vlog. But really, like, it just doesn't really make sense today. So I've been spinning the idea in my head about not doing today or doing today slightly differently, where I would kind of tackle some of the edits on above. But yeah, I definitely don't think it's gonna happen. I was thinking back and I'm like, how did I do last Saturday? Because it was day 1 a week ago. I didn't. I already had 800 words that I hadn't inputted into anything. So it was easy. I physically don't think I have time to do the whole 1.2k anyway. I definitely have time to work on it a little bit, but like I have to leave at 1:30 at the latest. So I don't know. I am stressed out about it. I'm disappointed about it, but also I kind of knew there was gonna be certain days that I wouldn't have it in me, and that's definitely today. That is definitely today. I just need to get through this day, and if that makes tomorrow a little bit harder, you know what? Tomorrow's already gonna be hard because going into this week of school, we are busy. Probably my busiest week yet. And it's only gonna go up from here. I mean, in a bad way, because exams and final projects. You guys are not here to listen to me complain about my life, but yeah, I just think I need to kind of give myself a break today because I don't have schoolwork to do today. I do have schoolwork to do tomorrow, and I think the like hour I have remaining at home would be better used for other things. And if I do touch on the manuscript at all, I'll let you guys know, but I do think sadly today is going to be our first little bump in the road. And I think it's a wise decision rather than trying to sit down and do it and disappoint myself by not having the time or the energy to finish the words. I think that would be a worse approach and it would make me feel bad while I'm at work today, so I'm not going to do it. But I am going to go make some food, call my dad back, and hopefully talk to you guys later or on day 9. Hey guys, so I did get a chance to call my dad, which was really nice, but I have opened my document now and I'm just looking at it and I've written like maybe 10 words and I'm just like, I can't do it. I hate this feeling, but also it's a relief at the same time. But I do feel like once I get it in my head that I'm not doing NaNoWriMo for one day, I can't bring myself to do it. Like, it's like that part of my brain shuts off. I guess we're not doing it. Not my favorite, but I'll still input the few words I did just right, just so I don't lose my streak, of course. I always do this, even when I skip a day. It's not gonna add that much more on, I don't think, to every other day of the month, but I feel like there's gonna be at least one more day like this in November, so I'm letting that happen. I'm not gonna be evil to myself, and I'm just gonna kind of let today be dedicated to work and being free from school and NaNoWriMo. So yeah, I think this is a good choice, even though it doesn't necessarily feel the best. Anyway, I won't keep you any longer for this kind of fail day. I shouldn't call it that, but like it is. I literally wrote 10 words. Okay then. On a more positive note, a bunch of people have joined the leaderboard. since I just posted yesterday, so that's fun. And like there already were people on it, but there's a lot more people on it now, so that's fun. And I'm really grateful for all of you. Hope you're having fun with the leaderboard and NaNoWriMo and everything. Hey guys, it's now Sunday and we have no excuses not to do my words. Wonderful. I feel like this is a rough patch I tend to encounter where it's like the beginning is hard, but like I do it and it's like it's new, so it doesn't feel so taxing. And now it's the 9th and I'm like weighed down by this thing every day that I have to do, and it's starting to feel more optional, which it's not. As soon as you start treating something like it's optional, at least for me, the success of it becomes optional, and that's not something that I want to toy around with right now. So we're gonna do the writing, whether I like it or not. I did some school this morning and I checked the stats on my track bear, and it added around, I'm not sure exactly how many words we had every day, but it's now over 1.3K, so it's just a little bit more, and that's fine. I deserve it for skipping yesterday, but guys, I also have to work starting at 2 on Tuesday, so I'm nervous because I forgot that I had done that because I'm not working the rest of the week after that, so I'm going home. So now I'm like, uh-oh. I don't want to skip 2 days so close together, but like Tuesday has to be school, whereas yesterday was mostly just like me being lazy. Tuesday's school, because I have so many things due on Wednesday, and that I just don't think there'll be time to do the NaNoWriMo, and that's okay, even if we have to skip Tuesday. So I'm kind of trying to like mentally prepare for that to be one of my skip days. This week of school is just like, I say that a lot, but like this one is specifically worse. So yeah, I don't know. Hopefully we can catch up later in the week when I'm at home, but for now, I'm worried. Guys, I figured out how I'm gonna do my writing on Tuesday. I'm gonna do some serious cheating, and that is essentially there's like this letter in the prologue that's about to come back into play. It's right here, and it's about to come back into play, so I have to paste it in again, but not yet. So I'm gonna delete it and then we'll use that on a day where we really need it, because it's almost 1,000 words, which is really gonna help me out. Okay guys, this has turned into a banger scene, actually. I can't believe it. And okay, this is your sign. I actually beg you, if something is stalling your progress, like a scene, literally anything, a chapter, if it is stunting you and making you feel like you don't want to write or it's too hard to write, literally just skip it. Skip it. Skip it. Got it? Here's what happened. So, chapter 22, I have written the beginning and the end. I have not written the middle because I didn't really know how to transition it from one thing to the next. It's okay. And then I was like, what do I do? What do I do? This is stressful. So I finished like refining the end of chapter 22. Felt better about it. And then that's chapter 22. I just haven't changed the heading of this one yet. Then I moved on to 23, which I'm now adding the proper heading to. I'm not as dumb as I thought, because I actually already did this. Anywho, I decided, starting where we left off at the end of 22 that I had just written, moving right into the beginning of 23 would be kind of a natural way to progress today, and I am so glad that I did, because I'm really happy with how Lord's perspective of it is coming along. Like, he is foreshadowing some of the biggest things that are going to happen in not only the end of this book, but the book after. And you won't know it really to its full extent until you finish the whole trilogy. But I don't know. There's certain lines that I kind of want to point out to you right now, but I feel like it will maybe be too much. But anyway, I'm writing a scene where he's essentially convincing them to depart from their plan and move into a new plan, which was unfortunately his plan from the beginning, or like a plan from the beginning that he has been pondering. You kind of see it, which I think I never expected to include, but it's there, and I'm happy with how it's been weaved in. I don't know, I feel like it foreshadows nicely and sets us up for this not being super jarring, because it is very jarring. But one of my favorite parts is when Jin says, "I trust you, Lord," and that's kind of like, he describes it as having catastrophic sway with the others. So Moth is kind of trying to convince Navy to go along with it, and she's like, "I'm too curious not to." And then Poppy looks up at June and is like, "I'll get to see my friends again." And then Flint is like, offers something, I can't really say what exactly, it spoils a lot, offers an idea that like kind of makes them feel a false sense of security in going through with this plan, because he's very smart. And then Lord goes, "They had hope, all of them. It was a demented emotion for me to grapple with," because he knows the truth, which I can't tell you. I can't hardly tell you anything. Why am I even talking about this? Anyway, we've written like 685 words, so that's actually amazing. That's over halfway, and I can't believe it. So I'm just gonna keep going with this chapter because honestly, it's a little bit more approachable for me than the previous one right now. I also did a little bit of brainstorming on my plot document for the chapter 24, I guess, because it was very weak. It was one line, and it was, I mean, a good line that's super important and transformative, but it wasn't like a plot outline, you know? So I kind of wrote how it's going to begin, and then obviously we know how it's going to end. So yeah, that's fun. And then 25, I've already written some of it a long time ago. So looks like we're headed in the right direction. I do not know how we're going to get more than 25,000 more words into this, but it's going to require a lot of plotting for the end of the book and deciding how much I want to share in this book versus the next one. As always, we're ignoring this clump of lights, right? Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna get back to work. I'll let you guys know when we're done, and I'm just really happy with how this is coming along. I'm really glad that today's going well so far, because I don't know, I felt like it was gonna be a real hurdle for me, because skipping a day is always really hard. Even when I'm not doing NaNoWriMo, if I get into a writing habit and then I skip a day, it's usually detrimental for me in terms of my habits. So let's really cross our fingers that that doesn't happen. Okay, we're done. So I wrote 1.5K, which is really good. It'll help me kind of catch up from the little dip we had yesterday. I'm still not quite where I would have been if we did yesterday, but we're not too far off, so it's fine. This is the stats. We're almost at 30%. That's great. I have a really bad habit of ripping out my eyelashes while I write, so I'm gonna go fix that. But I am happy with how today went, and my focus was really there, which is nice. There was a couple of times when I doubted myself, but stupid. Anyway, I can't really read you the line that I just highlighted in green because it gives away something about June that I don't want you to know yet. But she essentially says, "There was more to me than never." I could cry. You won't get that until you read it again. But like, I'm really happy with how today went. Really happy. Hey guys, so it's Monday. My brain is so fried right now, I can hardly form a sentence. I have had a long day. It's been incredibly busy with school, and I went to school, and I've been doing school since I woke up, you know the drill. So yeah, we're trying to prepare for tomorrow when I can't really manage to do that much because of work. Anyway, this is the last day of this vlog, so I'm gonna try and keep it not super yappy. So that was a bad start, but I'm gonna do my words now. I do not want to, because I've been working on a short story for the past like 2-3 hours, and I am just over it with using my brain. So I don't know how this is gonna go. I honestly might have to write like a future scene just to get through today, which is fine. I'm allowed to do that. It's my book. Okay guys, it's much later. You might be able to hear the laundry going in the background, or my sister. She's on the phone in the living room with my mom. But I have like a voice enhancer, like sound enhancer thing that I can use on the YouTube studio editing app that I use now. So hopefully that will work. But it's now like 6:30 and I'm feeling the cozy vibes of wanting to write, even though it's very daunting right now. My brain is like physically full. Like I can feel the fullness of it. And I'm scared of pushing that because I don't know if it's going to make for the best work, but let's hope this isn't too agonizing. I'm going to do it. I was considering not, but I was talking see, can't talk. I was talking to my boyfriend and he was encouraging me to do whatever I wanted to do, whatever felt right. It was a very helpful conversation. But I ended up deciding that this is an attainable goal for me. And I've written 100K in a month. Yes, that was very different circumstances, but 38K is achievable for me personally. And I want this book done. And I want it done before December. Even though writing it in December would be way more convenient. Don't let me forget to wrap up this vlog when I'm done filming today. Okay, I'm not gonna film that much though because, jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. Alright guys, day 10 is done and I'm really happy with how it went actually. Did I get myself through that or did my Starbucks drink? That's a good question. No, but actually, it wasn't that bad. It did feel a little bit painful at times, like the chapter I was trying to finish, like I ended up going backwards from yesterday. Like I went to chapter 22, June's perspective, and I filled in all of the blanks and they were, turns out, much more intense than I expected them to be, and I think it turned out a lot better and more layered and more fantastic than I could have ever anticipated. And now I'm back to 23, Lord's chapter, that I had written a lot of yesterday. I also just wrote a random sentence from the end-ish of the book. Not really the end of the book, because we're nearing this specific scene in like the next 2-3 chapters, but it's like a pretty dangerous reveal. But anyway, there was already one enormous plot twist that I just wrote. Like, perhaps the biggest plot twist of the series yet. And we are just going to get worse from here. In terms of plot twists, the plot is going to get even better from here. But it's thickening, girl. It's thickening. But anyway, I am proud of myself. I didn't think that was going to happen for me today. I really didn't. And here we are. I prove myself wrong all the time, apparently. But anyway, guys, that is the end of this video. Okay, guys, let you in on a little secret here. I actually finished the vlog already. I'm just coming back on here and I'm gonna put this clip in somewhere because I feel like I didn't finish that out very well. Anyway, I wanted to share that the draft is almost at 50,000 words. And that's really exciting for me because we started at 36,000 and we started at the beginning of the year with 0. So, you know, that's great, I guess. And 50,000 is like a decent length for a first draft in general, but this is obviously going to have a lot more than that, even if we don't hit 75K, which I honestly don't really know. I really need to go in and plot better, but you guys will see that in the coming vlogs. Anyway, I also wanted to share that I have reached 31%, almost 32% done the goal, and 12,309 words. So that's really great because it's only the 10th. We also skipped the 9th, remember? Nope. We skipped the 8th. And so, you know, I'm proud of myself. I've definitely been at higher word counts by this point, but it doesn't matter because this is the individual goal for this year, Fiona. Anyway, I also wanted to show you the leaderboard real quick just because I know some of you are in it, so you might want to see it. This is what we look like. We have quite a few new participants. I think I'm somewhere around here. Yeah, right here. I'm the gray one. So we have all these people participating and I'm so proud of all of you. And yeah, it's just so much fun. I never expected to have such an awesome community, but I'm grateful for you guys every day. Last NaNoWriMo, I was just starting to lock in on authortube content instead of like my other old content that I was doing, and it was the best decision ever. So it's very full circle for me to now have a bunch of you guys participating alongside me in this challenge, and I don't know. I just love you a lot. I almost forgot to wrap up the video. That would have made me upset. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. This was days 4 to 10. So we covered a lot of ground here in NaNoWriMo and in the vlogs. But you can anticipate probably more daily vlogging encapsulated into the next episode of the series. Probably, I don't know, days 11 to... It's kind of an ugly number. I don't know, but I'm gonna stop making this vlog even longer than it needs to be, and I'm gonna say goodbye. Good luck with your writing. Let me know what you're working on this November season, and maybe your word count, you know, the goal that you set, anything you want to share if you're participating this year, or just anything at all, because I love to chat with you guys in the comments. I love y'all so much. Happy writing, and I'll see you again soon.